This week's thought that I want to share with you to help advance your leadership is to develop collaborative thinking. Learn how to be collaborative in our thinking. It's about thinking that is mutually beneficial. It's about shared thinking, where it's not just solo thinking, but it's thinking with others, even if that others is just one other person. It's learning how to grow and to develop from one another. Because here's what I know is that we all have blind spots. When we drive our cars, we have spots that we don't see unless we're intentional about checking in to those spots by looking in our mirrors or turning our head and getting a different perspective. And that's exactly what thinking collaboratively does. It helps us to see from another perspective. One of the favorite examples that I think about is through a beach ball here. You think about a beach ball. If I held up this beach ball to you right now, you see from a particular perspective. You see the red and you see the white and you see just a little bit of another color. But I'm seeing a different color entirely. I'm seeing yellow, and somebody else on the other side is seeing blue. And the idea of collaborative thinking is learning how to see from different perspectives. Because what this does is when you can see from other points of view and you can have other perspectives brought into a discussion, it helps you to go faster. And what I mean by that is oftentimes it helps you to sidestep some landmines that maybe somebody else on the other side of the beach ball has already gone through. And they can help you because they're contributing their idea of, hey, this is what we did and it worked or it didn't work, and you want to avoid that. You want to sidestep that. It helps you to learn from the mistakes of other people. But it also helps you to become more innovative. And you can build, when you can build on what other people are doing and what they've done and what they've already laid out. And rather than starting from scratch yourself, you can compound the impact through collaborative thinking, through shared thinking, through mutually beneficial thinking. You've heard the expression that two heads are better than one. And that's really what collaborative thinking is all about. It enables you to be stronger because you're thinking together. That's the real value of this. So let me give you just a couple tips today on how to learn to develop and get better at collaborative thinking. Number one, if you want to do that, you want to get better, you have to, first of all, decide that you are going to value other people. You're going to value their thoughts. You're going to value their perspective. You're going to value their experience and even value the process, because it takes time. It takes time to look at things from other angles. This may slow you down. The process may slow you down, but it actually will enable you to go farther because you're building something better together. Now, here's the second shift that I think is important if we're going to develop thinking collaboratively is we have to learn and decide that we're going to move from competition to cooperation. That's a shift. It's a shift in our thinking. Instead of competing for who gets credit for that. If you don't care who gets the credit, it's amazing what can be accomplished. Collaborative thinking doesn't keep tallies of who came up with what idea and the number and how many of my ideas got in and how many of your ideas got in. It's looking at the best ideas. The best idea prevails. Think about, on a contrast, what happens in our political realm so often is that our political system is set up so that one side in order for one side to win, the other side has to lose. So we have a win-lose proposition. And then sometimes that gets flipped. And now I'm winning and you're losing. Instead of thinking collaboratively and saying, what are the best ideas? Let's let the best ideas prevail. And let's look for a win-win situation. Not caring who gets the credit. Not caring what the score is. But the best idea prevail. When you have collaborative thinking, it makes you stronger. It enables you to go faster, and it will enable you to go farther. Let me give you just one more bonus. When you've got people like that, when you have people in your circle that contribute their thinking and they come up with ideas and they're willing to throw their ideas out there, reward that, recognize it, celebrate that. Because what will end up happening is you'll start to see more of it. It will be this compounding effect, and you will end up seeing greater results through your greater leadership of allowing and facilitating and creating an environment and a culture of collaborative thinking. That's how you share hope that better is possible. That's how you add value to other people, by recognizing the value in them. And that's how you grow and increase your influence.